All right, welcome to another episode of 10 Minutes with. Hi, Kate.
Hey.
Is it raining today?
No.
All right. It's getting rain for a while.
I don't know why I checked. I went for a walk.
So about 115 here right now, or only 112. So it's nice cool day here in Phoenix. So you can see we've got our guests with us here today. Please welcome out of the Long Beach, California area, the Never Heard of Them podcast guys. We have Nobody, Dan, Matt, John, and Leaum with us. Guys, can you introduce yourselves for the group?
I'm Dan Levitt.
Matt Kasem.
Leaum Pettigrew.
I'm Jonathan Orr.
Welcome. So, I mean, you guys, we've stumbled upon your show a while ago, and we're really excited to bring you on board. I mean, I think one thing that we figured out right away is just you guys look like you're having a lot of fun, no matter what you guys do. And then we'll get into this here in a little bit, but there's some things that it just they're definitely laugh out loud funny on the Instagram feed. But we'll get into that in a second. So, how did you guys meet?
We've all known each other 10 plus years. So I've known Leaum since we were in diapers. So
yeah,
for real. And then I met these guys coaching at a baseball camp in Long Beach, and we've been hanging out ever since, really. So we've known each other for a long time, and we always just meet up and talk sports and make fun of each other anyway. So we thought it'd be fun to start a podcast, and that's basically what the podcast is just us doing what we've always done for, all these years.
So you kind of answered on question 2 already about why'd you guys start it. So real quick, I want to bring out, I think you might be the only show we work with, or at least that we know of, that I believe your theme song, it's originally composed. Is that correct?
Yeah. That's right.
Originally composed theme song with lyrics. That's something you just don't hear of. So how did that come about?
Well, my brother runs a recording studio in Hollywood, so we're kind of spoiled in that, aspect. But I've been playing music since I was a teenager, so and I play in a band with him too. So it's it was very easy to do, and I've always liked, I think we all like 90s sitcoms.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With with theme songs and stuff like that. So I was like, we need the best theme song ever. So we, very sing-along-y, have a good time type deal to kind of lead into what we're doing.
I did see recently, congratulations on crossing the 100 episode threshold recently, but I did see you actually did a kind of a music video with all the guests you've had on your show over the 100 episodes, which was pretty awesome. I recommend checking that out.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. Like you said, we got all of our guests. I want to say there's 10 to 15 people that were able to send in their videos of singing the theme song with us. So, we've been blessed with some great guests, and continuing on working with some other groups. So it's always fun to network.
So what would someone expect if they're listening to your podcast? What are they going to hear?
Go.
So our theme song kind of works as the guidelines of the podcast, right? It's sports and whatever we want to.
Yeah.
To backtrack a little bit of kind of how we got into doing this is we were actually all sitting at a bar just having a drinks actually at his wedding shower, and we always just argued about sports. We all played one sport or another at high levels, and we argued and said why the programs that we're watching and listening to, they all claim that they're unbiased and they want to be fair, but we clearly just see through that. Whether it's the major sports networks like Shmish PN that we don't talk about, or listening to the radio, and we all just said, look, we all have our biases. Matt and I are giant Dodger fans, being from the LA area. Dan has the unfortunate cross to bear of being an Angels fan. And we just said, look, let's just show our biases. We'll talk smack to each other, but it's all in love and good fun. And basically that just morphed into, we all know a little bit about different stuff. I come from a football background and a baseball background. Dan, baseball. Matt baseball, Leaum with combat sports, and we all just talk about kind of what's ever on the table for that week, and we just try to roll with it and create something fun with it.
Yeah, and also we really make it a point to not take ourselves too seriously. Like our first episodes, like if you have listened, we have these flub, punishments, and like if we flub our words, like we embrace that. Yeah, so if we're talking and I say welcome to the new episode, episode, right? We make it a competition, and like
there's no editing. We don't go back and re-record our mess ups. And, we just make fun of each other, badger it, and then someone gets slimed or humiliated, or
latest Flub King.
Some
Yes.
delicious foods.
I'm glad you brought that up, because that was actually my sub question coming up on the egg. Can you explain what exactly that was?
Since you bought it,
yeah. So
explain how it tasted.
Yeah, so this is our third time doing the flub. So I've lost 2 in a row.
No, you've won 2 in a row.
No, I've lost 2 in a row.
2 in a row.
Perspective.
And it was so funny too, because I'm like the one that's really pushing the flubs, and I lose 2 in a row. But anyways, so I bought a preserved duck egg, which apparently you can just buy on Amazon. And then we just wanted to make him eat gross things, and then we bought like the world's hottest chocolate, which was like, we'll try that out. And it, as you can tell from like the videos,
it's pretty spicy. Yeah.
I mean, if I remember right, you ate the whole duck egg in like one bite?
So the full 8-minute video, there's me nibbling away at it, and we could post it on IGTV, but it's a long, it's 8 minutes. And I'm nibbling at it. I'm like, this is not good. I get to the yolk, and then the yolk is this, it looks plastic. It's green now. It doesn't smell good. It doesn't have the texture of like a regular yolk. And I was like, can I, like, what are the rules here? Like, am I allowed to just, chug it down? Like, what? So once I got about a third of the way through it, they're like, yeah, it's fine. If you're gonna start washing it down, we want big bites. So I was like, I'm just gonna get this over with. I just slammed it into my mouth, chewed, got some drink in there, and down the hatch it went. It's like taking bad medicine. Just gotta go.
I can't say I was jealous of you by any means watching that.
Delivered to you guys.
Well, I think I'm gonna pass for now.
Yeah, Dan, you have like 5 more of them, right?
I do. I think we checked those out right away. I was like, I'm not taking it with me,
Oh.
And then the second part of that was the world's spiciest white chocolate. And they've got their own challenge to take the video, post the video to them. That went down smooth, easy, and then it's a wild ride afterwards for about 10-15 minutes. It's pretty brutal.
Just burp the flame.
Yeah.
Came out worse the other end, I would have
Actually, no. I'd say eating it was definitely the worst.
Our punishments linger.
Yeah.
You can remember it for days, not to screw up. So, Kate, I'll hand it off to you for the next one.
I forgot what the question is.
All right, fine. I'll ask the next one. All right. So, in your over 100 episodes,
Okay, we do it all the time.
It's okay. This episode we recorded today, I forgot what he said 10 seconds ago. You know what I mean? So you're all good. Don't worry
I
about
was actually looking on Amazon for the preserved duck eggs to send them to DJ's house.
no, don't do that. Oh, so gross. So on 100 plus episodes now, what have you learned? What piece of advice can you share with somebody who wants to start a podcast?
Don't just, if you like what you're doing, just post it. Like, and I would say for all of us, like, we don't really, if you like what we're doing, like, you'll listen. We're not worried about like what each person might think, or like if one person doesn't like that what we're doing, We won't talk about whatever anymore. Just if you believe in it, like, and you think it's fun, just seriously, just post it. And we've met great people along the way. A lot of our guests have become really good friends, and like, and we get to come on, places like your platform, and which is really cool. So just believe in what you're doing, really.
No, I would say, just backing off what Dan has said, is we're friends first and foremost. If you listen to some episodes, we get in heated arguments. Especially Matt and I think he just disagrees with me just to start a fight.
I like to play devil's advocate.
But what like most people don't understand was, we were in each other's weddings. I mean, it's always going to be our friends first, and we have differing opinions on stuff. And I think that's what a lot of listeners that we hope feel, is they hear these talking heads on any given topic, whether it be sports or not, and they say, well, I don't necessarily agree with that, but who are we going to talk with about that? And so, it's just us friends. We're doing the exact same thing that we'd be doing on a weekly basis, going to grab a drink or going to dinner or anything like that. We're just happen to be recording it and posting it.
And isn't messing with your friends awesome, though? Isn't that the best? You know what I mean? We got, oh, by the way, shout out, we have another nobody, Travis, right? And we're taking polls. If you guys want to get in on this, we're taking squares on when he decides to come back to do an episode. So he kind of ghosted us a couple episodes ago, and but we've talked with him. It's nothing bad, but like, we're like, all right, when's the day that he's gonna come on back?
Taking over unders.
Yeah, we're taking over unders. But yeah, man,
I think what's the winner get?
What's that?
What does the winner get?
I think we talked. You get exempt from a flub punishment.
But they should make all the losers do the egg challenge.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, that's what we hope for the show, is like, you're just a fly on the wall hanging out with us, basically.
So Kate, where we are on the agenda?
So where can we find you guys?
Oh, everywhere. So the main stuff for posting and where we try to keep our fans up to date on our stuff is definitely Instagram. Never heard of them, Pod, P-O-D. And then we're also on Facebook. We have an email. And then listening to us, we're on all the major platforms. So Apple Podcast, Spotify, Google Play. We're on Stitcher. We're on iHeartRadio. Basically, because we know that everyone listens or prefers something different, we just want to throw it out there. And we tell our listeners, hey, if someone says, why aren't you on this platform? We'll look into it. We are not coming in, I think, with any preconceived notions. It's just, we want to get it out there and have a good time. So yeah, Apple, Spotify, Google Play, Stitcher, and iHeartRadio. Are those the ones to listen to? Yeah.
Awesome. So, and finally, real quick before we wrap, Leaum, you're in the U.S. Army, correct? Are you on active duty or the reserve?
I'm on active duty.
Well, I wanted to bring that up because I know you that they brought that up on your feed. I want to thank you for your service.
Oh, thank you very much.
All right, and stay safe, everybody. And again, Dan, Matt, John, Leaum, thanks again for being on the show today.
Thanks for having us.
I love it.
Yep.
Yes.
So for everybody else, thanks for watching today at stadiumscene.tv. Join the network. Give us a follow on Facebook, Twitter, and Pinterest at Stadium Scene, and Stadium_Scene on Instagram. And we will see you next time.